Good evening, and thank you for joining us this evening for our city council meeting. We'll go ahead and get started. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Cheeto.
Here.
Laura.
Here.
Minga.
Here.
Mansfield.
Here.
Marchand.
Here.
Nichols.
Here.
Vlad.
Here. Thank you. If you would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, after which, if you would remain standing, the invocation will be offered by Dale Spencer representing Temple Emmanuel.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In Proverbs 11:14, the prophet writes, "For lack of guidance, a nation falls, but victory is found through an advisor. So I stand before you, our community leaders, and pray. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, creator of the universe. I ask for your wisdom and direction for our city, all its residents, its public servants, and our leaders. May your spirit be with everyone here this evening. Let us all listen for understanding, speak with compassion, and not shy away from truth. Give this council the guidance to continue to make Pocatello a prosperous, friendly, and welcoming community. And let us say, Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Dale. We will move to agenda item number 3 as a consent agenda. The following business items may be approved by one motion and a vote. If any one member of the council so desires, any matter listed can be moved to a separate agenda item. A, minutes. Council may wish to waive the oral reading of the minutes and approve the minutes from March, April, and May 2023 work sessions. B, material claims. Council may wish to approve the material claims for the period of June 16 through 30th, 2023. C, Treasurer's Report. Council may wish to approve the Treasurer's Report for May 2023 showing cash and investments as of May 31, 2023. D, Library Board of Directors appointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Dara Van Dolson to serve as a member of the Library Board, replacing Kathleen Way, whose term expired. Dara's term will begin July 2, 2023 and will expire July 1, 2028. E, Parks and Recreation Advisory Board reappointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's reappointment of Dr. Grace Jory to continue serving as a member of the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. Dr. Jory's term will begin July 16, 2023 and expire July 16, 2025.
Mr. Mayor.
Council President Cheatham.
Mr. Mayor, I would move for approval of agenda item number 3, the consent agenda items A through E.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by President Cheatham and a second by Lurick. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Cheeto.
Yes.
Laura.
Yes.
Minga.
Yes.
Mansfield.
Yes.
Marchand.
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 4 is proclamations. We have no proclamations, so we'll go to agenda item 5 is a calendar review. Council may wish to take this opportunity to inform other council members of upcoming meetings and events that should be called to their attention. On July 13, 9 a.m., a city council work session. July 20, 5:30 p.m., clarification meeting. At 6 p.m., a regular city council meeting. July 8, 8 a.m., Parks and Recreation Quinn Meadows Cruise Fun Run. July 17th through the 15th, Southeast Idaho Senior Games. Half-off dog, puppy, cat, and kitten adoptions at the Pocatello Animal Shelter are available through July 15th. Contact the animal shelter for more information. Ross Park Band concerts on Sunday evenings from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. through the month of July. We'll move to agenda item 6 is a daycare license revocation appeal, Danielle Thompson. Danielle Thompson will be present to appeal the revocation of the daycare license for Stepping Stones Preschool and Child Care, which was revoked by the police department. Council, I might add right here, this is Danielle's license. It is not the license of the daycare itself. So this is an individual's. Is Danielle here? Okay, we don't have Danielle. Would staff, Mallory, would you like to come up and?
Good evening, Mayor Blood and City Council members. My name is Mallory Bascom. I'm the Licensing Enforcement Officer with the City of Pocatello Police Department. I am familiar with the applicant, Danielle Thompson, and I do not see her here this evening. So at this time, I would ask that you uphold the child care employee license revocation of Danielle Thompson.
Do we need to go through any of the reasons why it was denied or?
So council, the hearing tonight was for Danielle. The burden was on her to show that she meets the requirements of licensure or she's remedied the cause that led to the revocation. And where she is not here tonight, there's really nothing for Mallory to present. And so I would concur in her recommendation that council uphold the revocation of the license without going into the
Without going
details.
into
There's
details.
no need to rebut because we haven't heard anything because she didn't make herself present.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would move that we deny the appeal for revocation of the license, the daycare licensure for Stepping Stones Preschool for Danielle Thompson.
Second.
So we have a motion by Mansfield and a second by Marchand. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Mansfield,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Mangum,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Then we will move to agenda item number 7 is a public hearing. Public hearing, Pocatello Comprehensive Plan 2040 Future Land Use Map. This time has been set aside for council to hear comments from the public regarding an amendment to the Pocatello Comprehensive Plan 2040 Future Land Use Map for the South Fifth Avenue and the Hildreth Road area. Council may wish to adopt the proposed map and to be included in the Comprehensive Plan 2040. I declare the public hearing open. Jim.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and members of the council. Jim Anglesey, Long Range Planner for the City of Pocatello. The Planning and Development Services Department seeks the council's decision regarding an amendment to the proposed future land use map near the intersection of Hildreth Road and South Fifth Avenue. The amendment proposes to designate the subject properties to commercial and mixed use, where it was previously proposed to be industrial, mixed use, and residential. Property owners approached planning staff regarding desired changes to the future land use map, and as a result, planning staff worked with property owners to propose a change to the future land use map as proposed in Comprehensive Plan 2040. Notice for this public hearing was published in accordance to city and state noticing requirements and procedures as identified in Pocatello City Code. And just so you know, all the information that you provided at the very end, you've got essentially option 1 and option 2. Option 1 shows what you had during the first hearing on the proposed future land use map, and option 2 is the added amendments. And that concludes my presentation. I'll be able to answer any questions the council may have.
Questions, council. So we've got Josh. Corey, did you have one? Go ahead, Josh.
If I could ask a question to our attorney, I just don't want to forget when the time comes. For approval of this, what needs to be done to ensure that the amendments are included? Because Jim just outlined that there were several options.
The option of the previous public hearing back in May.
Okay.
And then the map that you have before you tonight is with the amendments. And
And-
what's in the comprehensive plan is the map with the amendments.
Okay, great. That's the clarification I need. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
I've ever given.
Any other questions, council? Jim, have you received any correspondence that we have not seen as a council?
No.
No, Madam Clerk, have we received any in your office?
No additional correspondence.
Okay, thank you. Then with that, I would look for any testimony supporting the application.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor Blade, council members, great to see you all here. It's nice to be back in Pocatello, greatest place in the world.
Would you announce your name, please?
Pardon me?
Would you announce your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my name's Tom Katsalamittis, and I'm the state tax commissioner that oversees property taxes, but I'm currently close to retiring. And hopefully it'll be, not hopefully, but it'll be shortly.
That was uncommittal, though. Hopefully.
Well, I was supposed to have been retired the first part of March, and they haven't got a replacement yet. So now we've got a big outfit coming up here in August. It's the Board of Equalization for the railroads and utilities and everything else in the state. And so I'm probably going to be there because it's just like the Board of Equalization with the county and then the one with the state. I've been doing them for 36 years, so they're probably going to keep me there for a while. But if they don't, that's the way it goes.
Sure.
So anyway, as I said, it's great to be back in Pocatello. I went and had my favorite dinner, German pancake down at Elmer's today. That just about set you free. That's good stuff.
That is.
At any rate, our comments are in favor of this rezone that has been presented by the Planning and Zoning. And I'm here as one of the Katsalamitises that owns part of the property there on South Fifth. My brother Mike and my sister Rita are here also. I have another sister, Mary, in Portland, and another brother here in Pocatello. And they're what I understand, they are all in favor of this rezone, and it represents about 100 acres there across the street from, across South Fifth from the high school and Western States Equipment. So we are in favor of this rezone, and eventually we plan to have that as a prompt to bring us into the city boundaries also, that hopefully will start some exploration of some development out that way, because I know we're a little bit short in Pocatello on commercial development. So that should help us all down the road, help the city find some development property and us to be able to develop. At any rate, that's all I had to say. I'm in favor of it. We're in favor of it that I know of. Unless I have some family difficulty, but I don't think so. I think we're all on it. So we thank you for your time, and nice to see you all.
Super. Thank you, Tom. Any others in support of the application? Okay, any uncommitted to the application? Any opposed to the application? Okay, then that doesn't sound like I need Jim to come back up. So I declare the public hearing closed. And we will move to agenda item 8, is Resolution Pocatello Comprehensive Plan 2040. Council may wish to adopt a resolution and adopt the Pocatello Comprehensive Plan 2040 as an official city plan.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I move that we approve the resolution to adopt the Pocatello Comprehensive Plan 2040 as the official city plan, as outlined in agenda item number 8.
Second.
Thank you. I had Corey Mangum first. I heard that.
Almost can't get a second
That
today,
was
man.
mean, I know.
I heard him muttering earlier about
mean,
not
I
getting a
heard him.
second.
So we have a motion by Lyric and a second by Mangum and a mean council member next to him. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Mr. Mayor?
Oh,
Before we call the roll, can we just make a comment about the work that was put into this plan? And
Sure.
I'd like to compliment our staff in particular. A lot of work went into this. I know they're very ready to have this formalized and move forward with it, but they also did a lot of work to get community input. And I think that was much appreciated by people in the community and by the council and mayor. So thank you very much. I'm excited to see this finalized.
absolutely. Thank you. So, motion by Lyric, second by Mangum. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Lurick,
Yes.
Mangum,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Sounds like you got what you want, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, you too. We'll move to agenda item 9, disc golf course installation and maintenance request, Port North Valley Disc Golf Association. Council may wish to approve the request from the Port North Valley Disc Golf Association, PVDGA, to install and maintain a 9-hole disc golf course at Sacagawea Park and authorize the mayor's signature on all pertinent documents. Councilmember, what's your name again? Oh, you're the mean
council,
guy,
yeah.
the mean one, Mansfield.
Got to hold up your sign.
That's right.
Mr. Mayor, I would move that we approve the request from the Port North Valley Disc Golf Association to install and maintain the 9-hole disc golf course at Sacagawea Park, authorizing your signature on all pertinent documents.
Second. I can't buy a second tonight.
That was fast. We got a motion by Mansfield. Got mean stuck in my head now. Motion by Mansfield, a second by Cheatham.
Mr. Mayor, before we vote on this,
Yes.
I got a compliment. If there's anybody here with the Port North Valley Disc Golf Association,
There they are.
this is the best recreational proposal I've seen since I've been on council. Well laid out, well thought out. If we had more of this, we wouldn't be fighting over a budget on how to finance things that people want in our community. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, with that, Mansfield, a motion by Mansfield, a second by Cheatham. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Mansfield.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Burr.
Yes.
Mangum.
Yes.
Marchand.
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 10, surplus declaration and request to dispose of Harisa's XRF analyzer. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of Planning and Development Services staff and declare 2 Harisa's XRF analyzers as surplus property and approve of the disposal of the equipment in accordance with Nuclear Regulatory Commission and HUD guidelines, subject to legal department review. Said property is not eligible to be sold at public auction. Yes.
I move to approve agenda item number 10 as listed.
Second.
We have a motion by Nichols and a second by Cheatham.
Before we vote,
Yeah.
could we get Christine up here to talk about what we talked about earlier in our pre-session?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in our community concerned. I mean, you start saying nuclear, a lot of people get concerned about what the city's doing with nuclear material and what we're going to do with it. Could you walk through that process for us again, please?
Sure. Good evening, Mayor, members of the council, Christine Howe, Grants Manager, and I'm joined by the lead program administrator, Mike Foy. So the city purchased 2 XRF analyzers to use with the HUD lead hazard control grant. These analyzers are able to detect lead-based paint using the excitation of molecules through this radioactive source in these particular analyzers. The analyzers have made it through their useful life, and the city has instead shifted to an analyzer that no longer uses the radioactive material. So we'd like to dispose of the old analyzers in accordance with HUD guidelines, which require disposition of the surplus property and any program income to go back to the HUD program, as well as in compliance with the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission requirements for what's considered byproduct material, these licensed XRF analyzers. So these will be disposed of only to licensed entities. We already conducted a request for information to see if there were entities interested in the purchase of the analyzers. And so we will follow the proper procurement process to dispose of these to the eligible entities in accordance with the guidelines.
Super. Any other questions while Christine's up here? Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have a motion by Nichols and a second by Cheatham. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Nichols.
Yes.
Yes.
Burr.
Yes.
Mangum.
Yes.
Mansfield.
Yes.
Marchand.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 11, piggyback bid acceptance of State of Idaho contract for 2 one-ton cab chassis water department. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of staff and approve the piggyback bid for the State of Idaho contract via Smith Chevrolet for the procurement of 2 2024 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD cab chassis and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review. Procurement costs in the amount of $43,700 each for a total amount of $87,400 has been budgeted in the Water Department fiscal year 2023 budget.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would move that we approve agenda item 11 as specified.
Second.
We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Mansfield. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Mangum,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 12, piggyback bid acceptance of the ARIA CSS TIPS contract for 2 biosolids trailers, water pollution control WPC. Council may wish to accept recommendations of staff and approve the piggyback bid of ARIA CSS as TIPS contract number 221001 via authorized reseller Western Truck and Trailer Sales for the purchase of 2 2023 36-foot M&R biosolid trailers and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents, subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor.
Procurement cost in the amount of $95,605 per trailer for the total amount of $191,210 has been budgeted in WPC FY 2023 budget. Yes, Councilmember Mangus.
Mr. Mayor, I would move that we approve agenda item 12 as specified.
Second.
We have a motion.
Come on, guys.
Golly. We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Mansfield. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Mangum,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 13, piggyback bid of Sourcewell contract for crane service truck water pollution control WPC. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of staff and approve a piggyback bid of Altech Incorporated Sourcewell contract for the procurement of 1 crane service truck and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review. Procurement costs in the amount of $146,377 has been budgeted in the WPC FY 2023 budget.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I'd move for approval of the Sourcewell contract piggyback bid for the crane service truck and authorize your signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review as outlined in agenda item number 13.
Second.
We have a motion by Council President Cheatham, and I'm going to give it to Councilwoman Lurick as a second. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Mangum,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 14, airport construction agreement and notice of award. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of staff for the following requests regarding an airfield apron, pavement maintenance, and marking project at the Pocatello Regional Airport. A, accept the lowest responsive bid from Straight Stripe Painting in the amount of $652,057. And if the bid is accepted, B, authorize the mayor's signature on all pertinent documents between the City of Pocatello and Straight Stripe Painting in the amount of $652,057. The purchase will be funded with Airport Improvement Program AIP, Bipartisan Infrastructure Law BIL, and the state grant funds and Airport Passenger Facility Charges PFC funds. The project is contingent upon award of grants, funds, and FAA approval.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would move that we accept the low responsive bid from Straight Stripe Painting and authorize your signature on all pertinent documents, subject to legal department review, noting the contingency of the award of grant funds and FAA approval as outlined in agenda item 14.
Second.
We have a motion by Mansfield and a second by Mangum.
Mr. Mayor.
We have a question, yes.
Could we ask the airport manager to come up? I'm curious, I didn't see any notes here about any other bidders on this project. So I'm curious if we had any other responsive bidders.
Thank you. Alan Evans, Airport Manager. Thank you, Mayor and Council. Yes, we did have this, this particular bid. I think we had 5 bids that were open on this. We are bringing this forward. We're still waiting for the grant to be released from the FAA, and so that's the reason we're bringing it forward. We know who the low responsive bidder was, and that's the reason we're bringing it today, so that once that money is freed up from the FAA, we can get going with this project. So there were multiple bids.
Thank you.
Typically, we do have a list of all those bidders, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Can you send a,
Engineering firm, TO Engineering, has all those bids.
Sure
okay,
like to see that.
can you have TO
Yeah.
send you a copy of that and you send it to
Get that for
the entire council?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we have a motion by Mansfield and a second by Mangum. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
Mangum,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 15, an ordinance rezone approximately 3.03 acres of land located at 516 Riverside Drive from residential medium-density multifamily RMM to residential high-density RH, and rezone approximately .67 acres of property described as Lot 26 through 28, Block 13, West Pocatello Town Site from residential medium-density single-family RMS to residential medium-density multifamily RMM with a concurrent amendment to the comprehensive plan map of a portion of the 3.03 acre parcel from public to residential. Council, how do you wish to have this ordinance read? Council President Cheatham.
Mr. Mayor, I move the ordinance, agenda item number 15, be read only by title and placed on final passage for publication, and that only the ordinance summary sheet be submitted for publication.
Second.
We have a motion by Council President Cheatham and a second by Mangum. Wendy, could you please call the roll?
Cheatham,
Yes.
Mangum,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Thank you. Jared, could you please read the ordinance?
An ordinance of the City of Pocatello, a municipal corporation of Idaho, rezoning approximately 3.03 acres of land located at 516 Riverside Drive, Pocatello, Idaho, from zoning designation residential medium-density multifamily, RMM, to residential high-density, RH, and approximately .67 acres described as lots 26 through 28, Block 13, West Pocatello Town Site, from residential medium-density single-family, RMS, to residential medium-density multifamily, RMM, with a concurrent amendment to the comprehensive plan map of a portion of the 3.03 acre parcel from public to residential. Said property being more particularly described on the attached Exhibit A, providing for the repeal of all ordinances in conflict herewith, and providing that this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage, approval, and publication according to law.
I declare that to be the final reading of the ordinance. Shall the ordinance pass?
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lurick,
Yes.
Mangum,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Thank you, council. Thank you for your work tonight. And with that, thank you for participating tonight in our city council meeting. We are adjourned.